Intellivision is being sued. Well, let me be more specific. Tommy Tallarico of Intellivision is being sued. Now, if you've not heard about the Intellivision Amico, then clearly you've been underneath the rock, but I shouldn't say that. That's rude. If you've not heard of the Intellivision Amico, then chances are you will by the end of this video. The Intellivision Amico was essentially a nostalgia console that was kickstarted back in 2017 by Tommy Tallarico himself, and it kind of piggybacked off of the fame and glory of the Atari VCS and the Coleco Chameleon, which obviously turned out to be a scam, which we'll get into that in a minute here. And it was a fairly successful, campaign. A lot of people backed it. I myself backed it, and I'm bummed that I never got one. And it also feels downright offensive that, and of course no disrespect to these two YouTubers, but Intellivision sends out 2 Amico units to 2 YouTubers to test them out rather than paying for an actual Q&A service. But no hate to them at all. I'm glad that they're loving it, and if you guys are watching this, I wish you nothing but more years to come for enjoyment in regards to those consoles. I hope that they are well worth it in your weight in gold. But going back into this, Tommy Tallarico essentially is being sued by Amir Entertainment Finance Incorporated, which is a mouthful. What it really comes down to with the legal documentation, and of course this is more covered by Ninja Kitty and Goose, which I'll include in the description below, some links to their videos going over this. But what this really entails is that Tommy Tallarico loans or applied for a loan with this company to manufacture X, 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 and X, and the statements of this agreement was that if he didn't deliver on his end of this agreement, then they would be able to come back and liquidate X, 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 and X. So in other words, this company is coming back for what they want and what they are owed, and they are suing under the state of Orange County, the state of California and the county of Orange County, that's a weird way to say that, for $110,000, which in hindsight doesn't sound like a lot, but for somebody who is clearly doing a YouTube video in his car, that's a lot of money. So Tommy Tallarico is currently in high water, and getting into the whole Coleco Chameleon thing, Phil Adams was originally a part of the Coleco Chameleon scam. He was originally a part of it. And everybody who followed the Coleco Chameleon back in 2015 knew that this console was marketed towards cartridge collectors, and those needs weren't met, and more importantly, it was proven to be a scam when they tried to post a transparent Jaguar shell that housed a DVR chip inside of it. Like just a whole board from a DVR unit. Having Phil Adams as the CEO does not give Intellivision a high reputation. If anything, it only confirms that the Intellivision Amico is even more of a scam than anyone ever thought. And in light of Tommy Tallarico being sued, I think that it trading hands has not serviced the company, let alone serviced Tommy in any way whatsoever. They are grasping at straws. Now, I personally backed the console. I want to see the console. I wish that the console came to market. At this particular point, the hardware is so outdated, and they don't even own the IPs to all of the parts that were used, so they couldn't sell it if they wanted to. So as a result, the Amico is just not coming out. And it's time to face the piper. And if I reap those words in the future and it magically comes out, I will damn well fucking pick one up. But it comes down to the fact that I just want what I paid for. I want my $100 back. Not that that's really a big deal. I shouldn't be burnt out over $100. It's more along the lines of all of the broken promises that really kind of bugs me the most. Most of my videos are typically positive. I don't want to be utterly, negative and unreasonably crucial. I respect a lot of people that I've met through this community, and then there are a lot of trolls that I just don't like. But what it comes down to at this particular point is that, something's got to give, and it seems like that give is finally giving. So, Tommy Tallarico, I wish you well. I don't wish any harm on you, but you're being sued, buddy, and that's kind of what you're going to have to face here going into 2023. However, I do also want to note that if you're a collector and you want a piece of, gaming history, whether it be good or bad, Intellivision, and I can confirm this, is still shipping out the boxed games. I ordered some a little while back, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, on a whim, whenever I saw that, these two YouTubers received these consoles, and I'm like, okay, cool, so it must be real. And so I ordered them, and I tried to contact the company, and I never got a word back, so I contacted Shopify. A month passed, and I'm thinking, okay, I've been scammed again. And so I contact Shopify, and they tell me, well, we're not responsible. You have to go through your bank. So I contact my bank. They say, well, we're not responsible. You have to go through the company. So I contact Intellivision. I try the best that I can to track them down. Never got an answer. So purchase wisely. I will say the games did come in, but it was hell to get a hold of anybody, and there was no confirmation of when it was coming. I got an email out of the blue without any warning at all that it had been shipped or was on its way. I got an email from Shopify saying package delivered on your front door. So I'm going to my home, and sure enough, box games from Intellivision Amico, and they're in good condition. They're good. They're good collector's items. I can't hate on it. I mean, the lenticular cards are great. The coins are great. I appreciate the art and box style, but Intellivision Amico is dead. Let's be honest. I support the community. I support those who wanted the console to come out, and I apologize if my video offends you guys, but ultimately what it comes down to is it's done. Well, yeah, there's not much else to say, I suppose. So, thanks for watching. Ben Kazdan is on with Kraz Productions. Check out the other 2 videos, by the way.